Good Monday, makers. Welcome back to another episode of Maker Pipe Monday. This is a special episode. This is 25 customer hacks. That means 25 customer builds that have used Conduit and Maker Pipe and off-the-shelf items in creative ways. Let's get right into it. The first one we've got is a disc golf caddy. And what Rustin did was he used our T connector. He cut off one side, and that was a rest for this top to rest right against this conduit structure. Really neat hack. Love seeing it. Next one we've got is by Joe Bacon. Joe Bacon made an amazing roof rack for his camper van, his Ram ProMaster. Check it out. And what he did is he took ordinary garden hose and then covered the outside of the conduit. Gave it a good grippy texture for his roof rack. Really great idea and a great project. Next one we've got is by Jordan. He made this fantastic railing for stairway to a loft. He's got this beautiful girl cave for his daughters, and he wanted a railing for the stairs. And what he did was he mounted the conduit in this wooden block, and this wooden block is drilled out to the outside diameter of EMT conduit, and you can actually get a drill bit that size. And then he put the conduit in, screwed that to the ladder, and he's got this fantastic railing for his daughters. Great. Next one is by Raymond. He's got this fantastic pull-around red cart, and he used off-the-shelf conduit hangers, standoff conduit hangers painted black to mount the conduit to the four corners of the cart and then make this railing there. Neat build. Next one is by Jonathan, and check out this bicycle rack that he made, motorcycle rack, excuse me, for the back to carry and support his bags. And what he did, a few things that are neat, but the really cool thing is he used our 90-degree connector and then ran a bolt through the center pipe. So instead of a pipe in this center part, he ran a bolt and a washer here and attached that to his motorcycle, and then he had two pipes coming out. Really neat way to do it, and then check that out. There it is with the bags all set up. Nice bike. Next one we've got is by Peter, and what he did is he took an off-the-shelf stainless steel closet rod holder that he found on Amazon and used that as a flange to make his pipe desk and secure it to the table. Neat idea. Here we got one from Ryan, and he's outfitting his YouTube studio. And check this out. He mounted all of his camera equipment, his lights, cameras, monitors, all to ordinary conduit and made this whole thing out of Maker Pipe and conduit. And he's got this special clamp that allows him to clamp anywhere on the conduit. Really neat build. Love seeing that. This one is by Kristen, and she has a rowing boat that she takes down to the water, and she needs a way to do that. And she built this cart, and the neat thing is she took a bungee cord and then created a suspension system for her boat as she's moving along the road. So just a bungee cord to a carabiner and then a strap going around gives it some suspension and protects the boat. Great idea. Here's one we've got. It is a bike rack, and what's neat here is they used our T connector to create these bike racks, and they adapted electrical conduit on to black iron pipe or galvanized pipe and mix the two materials to make this great bike rack. Really nice. Jeff did this kayak rack for an Aluma trailer, just an inexpensive aluminum trailer you can buy, and then he created a structure on top of that that allows him to store his boats and transport his boats. And his hack was he took these posts and use the post hole, the fence siding holders, and then attach the conduit structure to that so he can just drop it in, secure it, and he can use it for a lot of different things. Really, really neat build there. Next one we've got is a leaf collection system for a Toro riding lawnmower. And you can see there his mounting system. He took some lumber, drilled again a hole for the conduit, and then made the frame for the collection bins and he drilled down into the lumber and mounted it that way. He also has another strap here where he squished the end and mounted it to the back of the Toro riding lawnmower. Really neat build. he saved it from the trash man one day and then is using it as a leaf collection system. Awesome job there. Love seeing that. Next one we've got is by Joey. He runs the local Tedx here in Greenville, and he needed a way to hold up his Tedx letters for the stage. And he made this frame out of maker pipe, and you can see the frame here, painted it black, and then to hang the letters, easy on, easy off, he borrowed from the French cleat system, where he took a piece of wood, angled cut it, and they rest right there and hook on the piece of conduit. And he did that with all his letters. Really neat idea. Jonathan Pierce, he used conduit and maker pipe to do a toy hauler deck. He wanted a canopy for his toy hauler that exactly fit the dimensions of this fold down deck. And what he did was he took these spring-loaded, here they are, these spring-loaded quick disconnects and then adapted it to conduit and maker pipe. You can see where he drilled out, and then he sleeved down to 1/2 inch EMT inside a 3/4 and used those quick push disconnects to make his structure easy to take apart and put together. Next one we have is this one, and this is a bird feeder that John swings out in front of his kitchen window, and then when he has to fill it with seed, he swings it back to the deck, fills it up, and then swings it back. Also probably keeps it away from critters a little bit too. But his hack is he made this thing out of wood that he mounted to the deck, and then conduit sits in there and then is able to rotate around that and swing back and forth. Really neat, ingenious little hack there. Matthew made a action sports cam holder, and he took an off-the-shelf camera mount and tied it into conduit, clamped onto conduit, and then made this structure to be able to set it down and hold it and move around the camera. Neat hack. Next one we've got is by YEG Electric. They are he is a commercial electrician, and he ended up running wires through conduit, if you can believe that, right? What a novel idea. Obviously, that's what you usually use conduit for, but he incorporated the light wiring and some electrical outlets into the structure of his blueprint reading desk here. So definitely the normal use for conduit, but neat that he did the structure and running wires through it. Takes an electrician to see that, I think. Great build. Next one is by Rita. She has this indoor grow light, and she used T-connectors to make this frame. And when you use the T-connector on the bottom, you have this high point, and it kind of wobbles back and forth. So what she did, she took a broom handle clip. Now this is something you get on Amazon, and it's for clipping in broom handles to the wall. And what she did is she used it as a foot with some felt backing to level it off and give it a stable surface. Really neat hack and a great idea. Next one we've got is by Brennan. Brennan made his work truck fit his work a little bit better, and he made these platforms inside for all the things he's got, his compressor and his generator and everything, and he needed a way to mount conduit to the floor. So he used a 3/4 inch pipe flange that you get at the local hardware store in the plumbing section, and then went over to the electrical section and got a 3/4 EMT compression fitting with a threaded end. He threaded the two together, mounted it to the bottom as a truck, and then put the conduit in there, and the compression fitting keeps it held tight. And it's a great hack. He used, definitely his hardware store skills to put that one together. I love it. Next one we've got is a laundry room organization rack. And this one is a 2-for-1, 2 hacks for one. Personally, my favorite is the paper towel roll over the conduit pipe. So they've got that one. And then they use cafeteria trays as a flat surface to put the laundry detergent, fabric softener right here on this shelf. That's an inexpensive way to find a flat surface. Really cool. This next one is by Joey at Synergy Mill in Greenville, South Carolina. Our friends, he used our T-connector to hold whiteboard markers and all the different colors, and then hung the cleaning solution on the pipe there. Really neat. That's a neat idea. This next one is from Mike Jordan. He's got a kayak that has a small trolling motor off the back, and he took the 90-degree connector to make 2 pipes that come off, and then he connected that to his foot steering. So you press a pedal in the kayak, it pulls a cable, and then that pulls in turn this piece of conduit, and the whole trolling motor rotates. Really smart. Only used one 90-degree connector. Hats off to you, Mike. That's a really neat hack. Next one we've got is by Ethan. Ethan made this mobile tool cart and outfeed table and did a video about it. You should definitely watch the YouTube video. But what he did is he took the outside part of our 90-degree connector, just the outside, and he created a quick connect system so he could take his outfeed table, roll it out, and then snap it on to the top. And that was with half of our 90-degree connector. Really ingenious way to do that. Love that, Ethan. Next one we have is by Randy. He made this beautiful sunshade, for his deck outside of his house, where he stretched the tarp across. And what's neat is the way he attached it to the side of the house. He took a bimini top connector that he found, and then normally that's for boats and things like that. And it's an angled connector that swivels, and then this one pin that you remove to remove the whole structure. And then he was able to mount to the siding of his house. So he used a bimini top connector in conjunction with Maker Pipe and Conduit to get his project done. Awesome job, Randy. Next one we've got is a really cool one by Roger. You know the space you have in the top of your garage door, in between the ceiling and the garage door, you can't use it for anything. Well, he made a storage solution for that. He made a frame out of Conduit and Maker Pipe connectors, and then took perforated angle iron and created these standoffs with a U-bolt to connect to the conduit. This is the stuff normally that holds your garage door opener, and he used it to mount this frame down and create a storage solution in his garage for above his garage door opener. Really cool. Love seeing that one. And the 25th customer hack that we have is this really neat birdhouse. He's one 5-way connector, and then he drilled through the conduit, put a eye bolt, and was able to hang the bird feeders off of that eye bolt with an S-hook on each one of those pipes. Really neat build, nice hack. And that concludes 25 creative ways that customers have used our product, Conduit, and off-the-shelf items to get their projects done. We love going over them. Thanks to everybody for submitting their projects. We love seeing them. If you'd like to see more, please check out the links in the description below for details about the builds, and consider subscribing to our channel. We'd love having you. Thanks so much. See you next time.